against enemies, it's not always easy to distinguish. It's terrorism. Your generation is going to have to fight the toughest enemy that our country's ever seen.
Amen.
They don't fight fair. We fight fair. America fights fair. They don't. After an incomprehensible and cowardly attack on American soil called down the wrath of America's latest greatest generation in Afghanistan and Iraq, like their predecessors before them, today's American warriors answered the call and once again showed the world that it has no equal. America has no equal when it comes to defending what it believes in: freedom, democracy. We have no equal. Your generation will carry that torch. I've heard some of the old timers say, even people my age, our country's in trouble. Because the next generation, these kids today, I beg to differ with that. I see you every day. I know what you're made of. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you. And I know that when called upon, you will be America's next greatest generation. There's no doubt about that.
Amen.
General George Patton said it best. Americans love to fight, traditionally. All Americans, all real Americans love the sting of battle and the clash of battle. Americans love a winner. Americans play to win all the time. That's why Americans have never lost and will never lose a war. On this Veterans Day, I want you to take time and thank a veteran. And rest assured that when your generation, our next greatest generation, is called upon, we're in good hands. All you veterans sitting here listening to me today, believe me. I was in Iraq in 2003-04, and all of you guys would be proud. You World War II guys, Vietnam guys, you'd be proud. I was a little older while I was in Iraq, but as we relieved, we served some with the 82nd Airborne, and those airborne guys were really young. Then the Marine Corps came in and replaced us. And the thing that has stuck with me the most is how proud I was of those young guys. And what a great job they did. Because I was a school teacher when I left. I was in the National Guard, I was a school teacher, so I had a connection with young people already. And to see those kids, I call them kids because that's what they were. 18, 19, 20-year-old kids who came to Iraq to fight. You'd be proud, veterans. And they're going to make us proud. This generation right here, sitting in this gym today, and these leaders, they're going to carry on the traditions that you started, that we started.
Amen. I'm late. All of y'all. Every one of y'all.
Because I know that a lot of you are going to be sitting out here one day because you are America's next greatest generation.
Yeah.
Right now, I would like to especially recognize and thank our Vietnam veterans. If you served in Vietnam, please stand. After heroically fighting one of America's most difficult wars, these men didn't come home to the homecomings and the parades and the heroes' welcome that you see today. Many of them came home and they were cursed, they were spit at, they were degraded. For what? For doing what their country had called them to do, for serving their country. That's one of the great travesties in American history, is what happened with our Vietnam veterans. That's one of the saddest times in our country's history. Thankfully, our country has corrected that. And I thank each and every one of you Vietnam veterans once again.
Amen. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
We have one last presentation we want to make today. It's very special to me to be able to get to do this. It's an honor, a great, great honor for me. First of all, I would like for everybody in this building to stand.
Yes.
We've all seen movies, war movies, and see the hero. What I'm about to read you could have come out of a Hollywood script. And when I read it to you, you're going to think it came from a movie, but it didn't. It happened in Southeast Asia in 1968. What you don't know is we have a real-life action war hero that walks these halls with us every day. And I want you to think, this is going to give you a whole new perspective too. Every time you see this man, you should have the utmost respect. You should anyway. You absolutely should anyway. But I'm going to give you a new respect for him. The military has a tradition of when someone is being awarded a medal, that we stand at attention. So I ask you to stand and please be silent. Officer Ballard, Ray Ballard, please come forward. Specialist Ray Weir was in Vietnam in 1968. He was awarded the Silver Star. I'm going to read to you the citation from that Silver Star. And this did not come from a Hollywood script. For gallantry in action while engaged in military operations involving conflict with an armed hostile force in the Republic of Vietnam, Specialist Weir distinguished himself by exceptionally valorous action on 9 March 1968 while serving as a rifleman with Company C, 2nd Battalion, 5th Cavalry during a search and clear mission in the Republic of Vietnam. When his unit became heavily engaged with a large enemy force, Specialist Weir exposed himself to intense enemy fire in an attempt to destroy a hostile bunker. After being driven back several times by enemy fire, Specialist Weir finally succeeded in reaching the bunker and destroying it. His gallant action is in keeping with the highest traditions of military service and reflects great credit upon himself, the unit, and the United States Army. Everybody give Officer Weir a hand.
Amen.
In that frame is the citation that I just read you, his unit patches, as well as Officer Ballard as a young man in Vietnam, having an officer pin the Silver Star on him on the battlefield in Vietnam. Thank you, Officer Ballard.
Thank you.
I have a very, very special treat for everyone. Miss Caitlin Jewell. You'll know what I mean by a treat after she gets finished.